1. Critically examine India's role and perspective at the 28th COP of UNFCCC, highlighting its contributions, challenges, and key outcomes of the meeting. At the 28th Conference of the Parties COP28, to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change UNFCCC, held in Dubai, India played a pivotal role in shaping global climate discourse, emphasizing the balance between environmental sustainability and economic development. Contributions: emission intensity reduction. India reported a 33% reduction in emission intensity relative to its GDP between 2005 and 2019, achieving its nationally determined contribution (NDC) target for 2030, 11 years ahead of schedule. Expansion of non-fossil fuel capacity. The country highlighted that 40% of its installed electric capacity now derives from non-fossil fuel sources, reaching this milestone 9 years before the 2030 target. Between 2017 and 2023, India added approximately 100 gigawatts of installed electric capacity, with around 80% attributed to non-fossil fuel-based resources. Global initiatives. India co-launched Phase 2 of the Leadership Group for Industry Transition, LEAD IT 2.0, with Sweden, aiming for the low-carbon transition of emission-intensive industries. Challenges. Fossil fuel phase-out. India maintained a cautious stance on the global call for phasing out fossil fuels. While supportive of reducing emissions, India emphasized the principle of equity, highlighting that developed nations bear historical responsibility for the majority of cumulative CO2 emissions. Climate finance. India underscored the need for a clear definition of climate finance to ensure transparency and trust among nations. The country advocated for developed nations to fulfill their financial commitments to support developing countries in their climate actions. Key outcomes. Loss and Damage Fund. A significant achievement of COP28 was the operationalization of the Loss and Damage Fund, designed to provide financial assistance to developing nations adversely affected by climate change. India welcomed this development, aligning with its advocacy for climate justice. Global Stocktake Text. The Global Stocktake Text (GST) of the Paris Agreement was a focal point of discussions. India, representing the Basic Bloc, Brazil, South Africa, India, and China, emphasized increased accountability from industrialized nations, urging the GST to consider the shortcomings of developed countries in meeting their commitments. In summary, India's participation at COP28 was marked by a commitment to sustainable development, a call for equitable climate action, and proactive contributions to global initiatives, all while navigating the complex challenges inherent in balancing economic growth with environmental stewardship.